On Friday, February 28th, a local up-and-coming country music performer, Dustin Hunter of Hopkins County, visited the Muhlenberg County Music Museum in Central City. Carmel Rich, Central City Tourism Director and Curator of the museum, joined KenCo News as Dustin made the official announcement that he would be touring with legendary Kentucky country music star Marty Brown.
A couple weeks ago, Dustin had the opportunity to be over at Howdy 97.7 FM in Madisonville as a guest while Marty Brown was over there, and his booking agent. And Dustin got to sing some of his wagon wheel with Marty, and the booking agent liked Dustin so much that they wanted to get on board, and so we talked, and Dustin's going to be touring with Marty some, and with his agent. Whatever shows his agent books, DeJuan Hobson books, country music wise, Dustin
well,
is going to be going. I was
just tickled to death. I had actually just gotten a job, and I got to work about 3 days, and my music started taking off a little more, and I wasn't able to work anymore. So that was a little bit of a letdown, not being able to get to continue my job. But I mean, getting to sing country music is so much more important to
Marty
me.
does some other shows on his own and everything that Dustin won't be a part of. But if DeJuan books them, then Dustin. They were going to do a show the 8th of March in Bowling Green, and there was some scheduling conflicts. So right now Dustin's scheduled for March the 21st at 51 on Main in Madisonville, and he'll be singing from 8 to 9. And then Danny Johnson, lead guitarist for Steppenwolf, will come on at 9 and go till Dustin's been long. On the what I call, he gets tickled when I say it, but Dustin loves horses along with his music, and he loves horses. So I come up with the Let's Ride tour. That's what we call it. So anyway, he started out with the Kentucky Country Music Association award show, and it was held up in Cynthiana, Kentucky, just north of Lexington this time, where he was named the 2013 Male Vocalist of the Year and Male Entertainer of the Year. He also received those awards last year for 2012. Now he'll be going to Pigeon Forge and singing at the Country Tonight show on March the 11th, and the award show for up there will be the 16th. We have some advertising things such as shirts that we have. Also, just recently this week, I picked up some koozies and everything, and with his name, and it's got a horse with a cowboy praying over, and so we're excited about that. We're going to sell those $3 a piece, or just contact me by my email at cofieldOutfitter@yahoo.com, and or they can call the home, which is our office, at 270-676-6057, and leave a message, and I'll return your call.
I was born in at Madisonville Hospital. We first lived in Arlington, and then later on we moved to Morton's Gap, and right now we live in Nortonville, Kentucky, and I've always been around horses. So my very first horse was a little bitty pony, and I've always grown up, around the farm, fishing, hunting, different things like that. Just, I guess you'd say, true country raising. Well, I've always been singing ever since I was little. I mean, I was the little kid. You might get on your nerves, but I was going through Walmart just singing at the top of my lungs when I was real young, and my mom always used to sing to me when I was real little, and so I think just always sang. The very first song I ever actually knew all the words to was it was by Kenny Chesney. It was When the Sun Goes Down. My mom has always been there, for me. If I ever needed anything, go running to Mama crying, or I knew I could always go to her. She's, like I said, she used to sing, always used to sing to me, and when I was real little, and still today, if I mess up with my singing, and I'm all worried out, she'll be like, it's all right, don't worry about it. She gives me advice on my singing and tells me what she thinks sounds good, and what doesn't sound so good. Because I always know if I want an honest opinion, just go and ask her. Because she'll be honest. She'll be honest with me. I mean, not trying to hurt my feelings or nothing, but just constructive criticism, Christian, which is most important to me. God comes first in my life, but you know, country music is behind there. You know, but it's still a really big aspect of my life. I always hear all these people say, "I want to be a big, famous country music star," and I know I would like to make it somewhere with my music, but my biggest goal in life is to get to sing on the Grand Ole Opry, because my grandmother, who is in the hospital right now, that was something she always wanted to see me do, was seeing me sing on the Grand Ole Opry. So that's my biggest goal as of right now. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to make it and be as big of a singer as George Jones or George Strait or Tim McGraw, people like that, but my main goal right now is making it to the Grand Ole. I guess you might call me a nerd for liking history, but I've always thought it was so cool, especially the history of country music. I mean, what better history is there than the history of country music? It's so cool. I mean, just getting to see some of this stuff, you know, it's so inspiring, you know, and just to get to see how much people care about this stuff, it's just truly amazing. I mean, it inspires me so much. To be honest, you know, I just love getting up there and singing, and if I can make somebody smile and, you know, let them have a good time, then I'm like, that makes me happy, because I just like getting to see other people have a good time, you know. So I would definitely consider it. If anybody was to ask me to ever come sing anywhere, I'd be like, you know, sure, I'm up for it.
As a father, one of the most inspiring moments in his music career, there's been so many, but one that really is a tearjerker for me and my wife to see is when we took him to The Voice in Atlanta. You know, he had just turned 15 at the time, and when we was up there in the room, because I had to stay with him as an adult since he was underage, and they had pretty well told him that, you know, if he'd been closer to 16, you know, they would have accepted him. And we come off the stairs and come down, and because my wife, she had to stay out in the main streets, and I'll never forget it. They had a St. Patrick's Day parade coming through the next street over, and there was just, I mean, probably 10,000 people or so. I don't know. There was just thousands of people just everywhere. And of course, my wife didn't get to hear him sing up there, and she said, "I want you to sing right here." And he just belted out that song, and I mean, the whole crowd, all the way around, just roared, clapping and yelling for him, you know. And I mean, it's just to feel that was just unbelievable. Well, it's as far as the Dustin Hunter Let's Ride tour, it actually started back before the first year, and we went to Lexington to the horse park, and he had a great time up there. He sung at the Rudyard Kipling there in Louisville, down by the river.
In the soil of Western Kentucky, and it breeds some stars. I'm amazed because I'm a singer as well, and so when I listened to him talk, I could sort of visualize how he was going to sound. But surprisingly, this amazing, rich, deep voice comes out that just fills the room. So I'm very, very impressed with his singing style. To be 17, of course, he's going to grow and develop and blossom, but wow, what a start for this young man.
I hear the train coming, it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, the tide keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling on down the San Antonio, and down south to the land of the pine.
At the last minute, as the interview with Dustin came to an end, a United States Army soldier from Georgia just happened to wander into the museum as he was traveling through the area. Dustin saw the soldier and showed his true ethics, moral values, and patriotism as he sang a song particularly for this soldier, ending the song by telling the soldier, "We thank you for all you did."